Hi folks, I'm somewhere off the Borneo highway, close to the border with Indonesia, trying to reach a mountain and failing so far. I'm stuck in some foothills full of secondary forest, no real rainforest, but also no planted stuff, just the secondary forest. But even here I found something very interesting. Wherever I've been in Borneo, like in central Kalimantan, in East Kalimantan, in different parts of Sarawak, everywhere I see those things on the ground. And either I see such little pieces, or I see... well, this is a very small, premature one. Let me find you a bigger one. Or I see whole brown fruit about that size. That seems to be, well, this is some small Artocarpus species, which is very similar to tarap. It could well be the wild form of the tarap. You remember in central Kalimantan, people living less than a kilometer apart told me two different names about two things which I would call tarap. But one was considerably smaller. This here is even smaller than that. This seems to be the stuff that I have been finding everywhere on the forest floor. Yeah, it also has like those papilli, those hair-like, those thick hair-like things. Also a lot shorter than in a normal tarap. So it's an Artocarpus that's very similar to a tarap, but not really a tarap. Although I wouldn't exclude that it's the wild ancestor of the tarap. Here there is a lower tree. I won't exclude that this is planted, although I think that it's a wild tree. Why would anyone plant a small wild tarap when they can plant a big cultivar? I don't know if you can see, there is one low-hanging fruit right in the most shadowy place. Here it is. I guess now you can see it, but you will not recognize anything. The problem is I've never found those fruit on the ground. They seem to be very tasty. So what you usually find on the ground, pretty much everywhere in Borneo, are pieces of the skin and the rotten fruit. The funny thing is, even if there is like a lot of champenak and rambutan and durian around, the monkeys and birds would first go for this stuff here. They would be huge champenaks, huge durians, tasty red rambutans lying on the ground, but never edible parts of this one. So I thought it must be really tasty. And because this tree is lower, I cut myself a huge bamboo pole. I didn't manage to dislocate the whole fruit, that's why I cannot even show you the intact fruit, but I think you can see it similar to a tarap. So after a couple of minutes of effort, it rained pieces everywhere. Those are pieces of the skin. Don't even know where the peduncle of this one went, but the important part we want are the aerials. Fortunately, a lot of them fell on those huge trees, on those huge leaves, which are the leaves of this very Artocarpus. So let's try what this favorite fruit of the monkeys and birds tastes like. Tastes like tarap. Another indication that it might be. And some of the fruit taste already fermented. So they are fermenting even on the tree. Hope this one is good. This seems to be a piece of the one I got recently. Yeah. Tastes like tarap. Well, the seeds look like little tarap seeds, but pretty much all the Artocarpus seeds look Kind of similar to that. I hope this phone is focusing. Well, let's assume it's focusing. So this thing kind of looks like a tarap, tastes like a tarap, but it's definitely not a tarap they sell on the markets, because this one has papillae which are a lot longer, and the skin is usually greenish, olive green even in the ripe ones. Here in the ripe ones it's yellow. So I really think this is the wild ancestor of the tarap, which seems to be present in pretty much all Borneo jungles. Well, I'll try to put a name on this. If I succeed, I'll upload the video. And now I'm continuing towards my mountain because it's already late in the afternoon. And I have to go back miles through those foothills where I basically have to, break through the shrubbery. And I want to find a lot more interesting jungle fruit today. Okay folks, stay tuned for more fruit videos from the jungles of Borneo. And don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.